Hello graders, my name is George Ulloa and my net ID is GCU201. My N number is N11756-356. I'm going to give you a live demonstration of my final OST project running locally and finish fixing up homework 4 by 10 o'clock. So just giving you some main information. I'm just going to show you what I have. It's here under my users directory, George, here under guestbook, and under my site. Here is the main information for running Google App Engine. I've been having some issues primarily with this application ID and uploading it, but I think it's probably due to the URLs for login. Just real quick, so I created the app known as gproject using the Python command, and I put in a super user, which is admin, my migrations and templates, which are hangered by the Django. So I have my main admin template, which is the basic site, and then under gproject, a template for each different view, running from add answer all the way up to upload. So just going them again, adding answer, adding question, editing the answer, editing the question, the main index, the question detail, the results, and the uploading. So here I also have my admin information, which is checking the user, the different types of form I'm calling in, primarily focused on the question and answer and uploading, and my models, my tests, which I didn't have to use, my URLs, which was unique in terms of pulling content, and finally my main view for putting everything together. That being said, I just want to give some information. Most of the information I got for running this was based on the Django Google App Engine tutorial, primarily where they make a voter and question poll. So to run that, you have to get in 5 Django libraries, running from autoload all the way up to toolbox. Please note I used file transfers in order to help the upload process going on. So why don't we go ahead and get to business. So just to be sure, it is running locally. See, at port 280. Going on here, 280. So I'm just going to go home, and I'm not logged in. So you can see here I have the ability to log in, the ability to search tags. So I can look at some questions, page 1 of 1. If it goes over 10, it goes into new page. So I can see what does this mean. I can see here what is meaning of life with the number of votes. The answer here is family is life, but nobody liked to vote on that, which is a little sad. I can go and ask, what is the moon? It's a big rock, so 1 vote for that. I asked who is greater number 1.1 with 1 vote, and it's Shang Kong. And the same is greater 2.2. Even though I am not logged in, I can go ahead and search for tags. Why don't we go ahead and search for greater 1.1? Sorry, sometimes it's a little finicky, and sometimes I do forget what the tags were. So here for this, greater 1.1, it pulled it up. I can actually go back and search it again, and it pulls up the same thing. So in order not to make the same mistake again, I'm going to look for greater 2, which pulls up our information for greater question 2.2.1, which is Liang. I'm going to go home. And that's as fun as it is when you're not signed in. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Here's where the main issues were, Google login, but I'm just going to go ahead and just use the main application login through Django. I log in and I'm Geo1, and I have the ability to sign out, adding in a question, uploading pictures. So I can go ahead and say, look at the questions, and what this means. Same functionality as before. I can go ahead, ask what is the moon, that it's life. What is the meaning of life? And also, please note it has big pictures associated, and you can actually add pictures to the answers. So when he wrote family is life, I can put image. I went ahead and only set that if you're logged in to view the pictures, which I assumed was functionality. That being said, there's a couple of things you can do. You can go ahead and add a question. But first, I'm going to go show uploading. So I'm going to go ahead and get a picture. I'm going to put in, since everything is Simpsons related, I'm going to get a nice picture of the Simpsons. I like to go with smaller pictures than normal. So I am going to get this nice 500 picture of Crazy Homer, which I'm going to save image as Homer to my desktop. So I can go ahead and upload a picture. As you can note here, I previously uploaded some older pictures. Simp 1, which is this. Screen 1, which is a screenshot of my issues. And note here they have no names because you can actually choose whether to give them a file name or not. So I'm going to go ahead and put my picture of Homer here, which I need to edit. Oops. Date modified, my picture of Homer. So I'm going to call this Homer, and I'm going to go ahead and upload it. If I just go ahead, refresh the page, you can see that Homer is here, and by clicking him, I can go to his lovely picture. So let's go ahead and go back home, and let's go ahead and add a question. Who is Homer Simpson? I can go ahead and add a tag. Please note, I'm going to call it Simp, and I'm going to put this nice Homer picture. And I'm going to click Submit. So right now, I find out that who is Homer with 0 votes, tag Simp. I can click to the uploaded image if I wanted to save it again, and I can go back. I can also upload them. So if I was to refresh the page, he would show that he was uploaded. But he has no answers. Now he has his 1 vote. But he doesn't have any answers, so that's not a really good thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and add an answer. He is really Maggie. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this without any pictures. So, sorry. Go back home. As you can see here, he is really Maggie. But nobody has voted on this answer, so I can go ahead and upvote it. Go back home, check what's going on here. Sorry. We can see here that it is really Maggie. Sometimes it has a little bit of issue refreshing the page, but you can do that. So that is your questions. We can actually search now for it. Simp, which I think was what it was. Look at that, Homer Simpson. But I also wanted to show that you can edit answers. So I'll just go ahead and put in Maggie Simpson. So I can go ahead in images, and I'll find a nice little Maggie picture that I like. I'll find her being all cool. View the image. Save the image as Mag. Save it to our lovely desktop. And we're going to go back to our thing, and we're going to go here, and we're going to edit this answer. I like it. It's Maggie. No, really. It is. I can go ahead and upload a picture. Our Mag picture. We're going to call it Maggie. We're going to go ahead and upload it. Refresh the page to see it right here. Maggie is right there, thankfully. Go back home. Go back to the picture. Go ahead to our answer and edit it. It really is her. Dun dun dun. So we're going to go ahead and put our Maggie, and we're going to go ahead and submit it. So if we go ahead and refresh the page, it might turn up. Sorry. Resubmitting it, refreshing the page shows that Maggie is right here. And I love it. I think it's definitely worth an upvote too, which is great. So let's go back home. Let's go see what's going on here. Our Maggie is fine. Homer has been upvoted by 1 user. Can't upvote more than once. So that is the basic functionality of my application. The only thing that you probably are wondering is what's going on with RSS. So I tried putting it. I had some issues with linking it to a button necessarily. I know that if you add in feed, it actually can do it to shared links. So if you notice here, it actually opens up exactly to this question. But that functionality I'm having a little bit of issues with in order of making it a clean and comprehensive way, as you can see here. But for the most part, that is my project. I think I hit all the basic functionality. I could edit answers. I could edit questions, which I'm actually going to show. Sorry, I didn't show that. Who is Homer J. Simpson? Go ahead and submit that. J has been set up. And that is pretty much it. Just to go over again, functionality to see search tags and view questions. If you're not signed in gives you the ability to look at pictures. You also have the ability to add questions, edit them, upvote them if you're a user, add answers, upvote the answers, and edit everything else. As I mentioned before, you can use an RSS, but only if you manually type in feed, which I kind of wish there was a button for. So unfortunately, that functionality is still something that I haven't quite mastered yet. But as a whole, it works, and I hope you enjoyed this live demo.